Hello, 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 everybody. Oh, it's been a lot recently. Um, yep, there's what I was looking for. I boiled my milk for a little bit too long. Hang on, I'll be right back. Oop. Yeah, I was making hot chocolate the proper way, but I wasn't keeping a close enough eye on my milk. So it got like a cheesy type film. I think it stuck to the marshmallows a little. On the side of it. Oh well, I made my bed, I'm gonna lie in it. Water probably would have been smarter, but let me turn my audio down. It's well, hang on. Nah, I think it's fine. Okay. There was a week of at my work. I basically worked overtime. I have 8 hours, I think, scheduled. I worked like 13 or 14. So there's part of my excuse. I was gonna do something Thursday, Thanksgiving. We got home late-ish, and frankly, I've been getting lost in games I've been playing anyways. I've been playing a lot of World War II zombies. That's good fun. Playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts. I've been enjoying Kingdom Hearts. I would highly recommend. I'm still trying to finish up Dragon Quest III. I haven't even played much Zelda this month. There's been so much on my plate. I really should have, instead of playing Dragon Quest III and Pizza Tower, probably should have taken a look back at Echoes of Wisdom and finishing up Tears of the Kingdom. I think I got one dungeon to go, so that is on me. However, hopefully this next month, I've got a week of class, and then my finals is the next week. So hopefully after all that's said and done, I can just move straight onto personal stuff, learning Japanese, and doing some more stuff for this channel, because in preparation of going to Japan this spring, I'm sure I mentioned that on the channel before, but if not, well, surprise, I'm going to Japan to study. But in preparation for that, I'm doing a lot of study, a lot of Japanese study. I haven't been able to this semester, really. I haven't really been able to get into it, but hopefully now that the semester's over, I can kind of do some more. Other than that, let me think. I will say, if we start up a game here soon in December, doing like a Christmas, let's play Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know. I got Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. I got a bunch of stuff. Let me switch over. Hang on. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Let me turn this on. And oh, did it not work? Where's my display capture? Interesting. It just doesn't want to work. Primary? There we go. There we go. If this game releases within the next week, I am dropping everything and we are playing Elise the Parting. That is that. It's final. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I will be doing that. My bitrate is really low and I don't know why. I'll fix that. But yes, if Elise the Parting comes out, then we will be doing that. I guess while I fix the bitrate, I don't really have anything else in mind. Auto bitrate, let's boost that up to 224. Upper limit, okay, 160 is upper limit. So it's not the bitrate. Oh, that's audio bitrate. I want to boost up the video bitrate. I think that's what I want to do. Stream, appearance, video. Yeah, okay, let's see if that worked. Not really. But maybe it's this picture because it's kind of pixelated. So let me just turn that off and see if that does anything. I don't know. It looks like it. It looks like it fixed itself. A little bit at least. I mean, my camera here is still a little pixelated, but that's not atypical. I think that the integrated camera here is just not very good. It looks fine on OBS, but I guess translating it over to YouTube doesn't look too good, you know. Anyways, enough dilly-dallying. That's a word you won't hear every day. Dilly-dallying. Let me pull up Ship of Harkinian. There we go. And I will do this. I think. Is it gonna work? I have to fix it. Hang on. It was using... Yeah, okay, I think I remember. Let me turn my music off. And then let's do video capture the display here. And I'll just scooch that over here. There we go. I want to check, make sure the audio is working on YouTube. Alright, sounds good. Let me keep that open. Or I think it's... Yep, there we go. Alright. There we go. Now my controller's being detected. That's the wrong one. Where's the right one? Which one was it? It wasn't this one. Which one was it? Two ship randomizer. There we go. There we go. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. Now let me see if I can just... Is this gonna work if I turn display capture off? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Okay. I'll just leave display capture on then. Okay. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Alright, now we can start. Okay. So I do have a list here of stuff that we can do. Honey and Darling, we could do all 3. We need the captain's hat for the graveyard. Finish the Deku Playground, took a picture of Tingle. The rest of the Great Bay, and I think we do have fire arrows, so we can finish Great Bay and Snowhead, which might be more appropriate for today because it's bad here in the Midwest. Bad for most people. I like the snow, so. Spirit Master and Ikana, that's like the Post Sisters minigame. Romani and Crimea's quest, and the Gorman race, I think, are all things that could get us something. So, I'll just keep my eyes open. Eyes and ears open. We'll start with this, I think. Oh, we need money. Hang on. I also think I didn't. There we go. Let me put this on. That's totally what it is at 20. Rest of it doesn't matter. I don't know why it basically went around. It could have just gone straight up. We already got this chest over here, but I don't know if it resets like rupees. Because we had already gotten it, it gives us rupees instead or something. That'd be nice. I doubt that's what it is. It's probably just trash. Junk. Gave us rupees anyways, so I'm not complaining. That's what we were looking for. Bombchu bowling. Kind of. I don't know why this is the first day, because this is probably the hardest minigame. Bombsketball is hard, but I think this one... Bombsketball I think is the hardest. The bow and arrow, the shooting gallery thing being at the end is not like this. It's that easy. Maybe it's just because I played this game so many darn times. Yay. It's Greg, the green rupee. Okay. So we'll have to come back to that. We could start on Romani and Crimea. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Need some more cash for the powder keg. I'm pretty sure that's 50. That's right. Run in fear. The rock monster. He doesn't like any of the other transformation forms. But he attacks the scrub because I think it's a tree. Dogs pee on trees or something, I don't know. Okay. Some resources this way. Checks that come with the territory of unlocking this area. One of them will be bonus song. The check, not necessarily the item we get. Although it's not like we really need it, because we got the Song of Soaring and both Great Bay in both locations. Although, didn't we get that earlier? Don't we have it? Yeah, we have it. Okay. Yeah, that's why I said Gorman Race, because we can do the Gorman Race. Hey, who are you? I'm Romani. I was given the name as the ranch. What's your name? Link. Link? That's a nice name, but how about Grasshopper? That's the name Romani gives you. See, you're wearing green clothes, and you patter about when you walk, so Grasshopper it is. Romani was practicing for tonight. Tonight? They are coming. They come at night, every year when the carnival approaches. Come riding in a bright, shining ball. A whole lot of them come down. And then they come to the barn. Well, their sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows. Hey, Grasshopper, I'm recruiting for an assistant right now. You're a boy, won't you try? Great. Now that's a spirit, Grasshopper. Okay then, I'm going straight into my strategy. They'll appear all over the ranch. They'll aim for the barn and approach it slowly, so hit them with arrows so they can't get in. You got that? And you mustn't leave the ranch. Grasshopper, let's practice right away. There are 10 ghost-shaped balloons in the ranch, so hurry and burst them all. If you take over 2 minutes, you're out. Current record is 1 minute. Are you ready? This is why we buy the Romani's Ranch map, so we can see the locations of the aliens, the balloons, and the actual aliens. It's not that hard, this minigame in particular, but I mean the side quest with the balloon, or the aliens themselves. Not particularly difficult, but it's good to know where your enemy is, right? Okay, you're done. You're done. 42 seconds, 42.4, whatever. Amazing, new record! You two work perfectly together. When your arrow hits these, they burst into nothing, but the real ones will keep popping up. If they get in the barn, we lose. We run away at first light of the sun. We'll have to keep fending them off until then. You get that? The operation starts tonight at 2. I'll be waiting at the barn. Don't be late. Oh, okay. That's gonna be helpful. Like, legitimately, I'm not being sarcastic. That's actually gonna be a big help in collecting some of the stuff. And there she is, talk to her. She's busy with the cow. Oh, there we go. Oh my! Did you come from town? Then that means Milk Road is open to traffic. Good. I can deliver milk to town now. Welcome to Romani Ranch, Chateau Romani's village. Enjoy yourself. I must get a hug at all costs. I might make more cocoa just with water. It's just easier than add a bunch of heavy creamer or something. We could also do Ocean Spider House, I think. One thing at a time. Let's go start Snowhead, I think. Yeah, okay. That's right. Put the bow on the wall. Still haven't found any of our work spots. No, I don't think we can get any of the... I don't think we can get any of the actual questing done involving the Gorons themselves at this point, because I don't have the Lens of Truth. And we need that to see Darmani, and that is important to the quest. And I think we have the intro, but not the actual lullaby. Yeah. So that's another thing. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I checked my bit. Actually, hang on. I'm noticing this now. My picture's too big. See, is that better? Look at it in full screen. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, I'll go with that. That looks fine. I want the focus to be on the game and not me. The game and my commentary, not on my face. Doesn't really matter if you can see my face or not. That's why I was thinking about keeping my face hidden, like doing a face reveal, but that's whatever. I was thinking about it, and I finally decided. I think I made. No, I don't think for any of my earlier stuff I did face in the video, but by October when we were doing the live streams, then I was like, whatever. My face is already out there on the internet. I know. 99.9% sure it's already out there. It definitely is now. I mean, obviously. Thank you. Although maybe I should have captured that. I really like this dungeon. And I think just like Great Bay, not a whole lot of people particularly like it. Get back here, you. There we go. I am a sucker for cold themed areas. Spindrana Drifts, Snowhead, Snow Peak, Snow Point, the rural area from Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Or not Kirby, yeah, it's Return to Dreamland. Or is that Triple Deluxe? I think it's Return to Dreamland. Which is another game I need to finish. Bravely Default 2, yeah. In the remote village. All of Snibelheim, honestly. Just so good. Oh my goodness. The music, the atmosphere, the story in that section of the game, phenomenal. A piece of heart. Or I guess a heartbeat. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, never mind. Great Bay Coast it is. I need to put the guy to sleep in order to actually do the dungeon. There we go. Can I skip this cutscene? Oh yeah, I saw it. Blah blah blah. Climb on my back. And I will take you to. What was the quote? I know I was saying it last time too. I am not Uncle Donald. I am not Uncle Donald. I'm a Pegasus named Rainbow Cupcake. Rise on my back, and I will take you to a land of imagination or something like that. Old meme. See, most of these chests are gonna be junk. So, I'm gonna ignore most of them. That's the button I want to do. We still got a dungeon and a half. 2 dungeons and a half, technically. We're not even guaranteed, boss remains at the end of these, so it's just a large area with a lot of checks. Let's see if we can actually find anything. So, there's something. I think this top one is the one we're going to go first. Yeah. We already did that thing. The boss in there. We weren't able to defeat Second Frog, so that's what we're doing here. Probably should switch it from toggle to hold, but that's fire. We don't want fire and ice first. Nope. Nope. If this weren't a randomizer, I'd say let's go for 100%, but I'm not doing that. When we're done, we're done. So, if that means we don't end up playing a dungeon, then that means we don't end up playing a dungeon. Sorry to break the bad news to everybody, but... It's not very strong. Did about a heart of damage. How funny would it be if the frog song hit the boss early? You know what? Just in case we do find the lullaby, I think it would be a wise decision to do this. Okay. This would be the boss key, but instead it's going to a regular key for Snowhead that we can't even get into right now. Great. Let's see what we can do with the rest of our time here present. Pretty sure all of these chests are just going to be fun. We already went through this first half. Well, at least it's somewhat useful. Go down here. Ah, yeah, we're gonna want those zeros back. Yeah, we want them. It's gonna help us get the end of the dungeon. No, don't climb on that. You should sit in your position. Arm and neck. There we go. Hey, dude! You came in. Dog is not very bright. He got himself trapped because he wanted in. Wait, this is the mini boss, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't want this. No. Go back here. Yes? Yes, I believe so. We can just hookshot to this part. Okay, not quite junk. It's a little bit better than just junk. And a technical term being used here is just stuff that we can't use. No, don't die. Don't die. I need you to climb back up there. There we go. If I transformed into Zora, I probably could have just... I think that's too far away. Maybe Zora. Yeah, he's taller. Ah, there we go, there we go. There we go. There we are. Back into the swing of things. Just jump back there. And I think we need to take a quick visit to waterfall. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't remember if it's necessary or not. I don't think it is. No, see the green pipe? Yeah, it's necessary. Definitely necessary. I'm pretty sure it is one of the platforms we used to the section to switch the rotation of everything. I'm not dealing with that. That's way too close. Well, that was a waste of a lot of magic. You better not complain. Put yourself in the room. If you want out, I'll open the door, but don't bark. Just stand there. Yep, just like that. You'd walk in, do nothing, and then walk right out. Stop it. Until he comes back, I'm keeping that door closed. He will come back. He will want to come in. And he will do nothing for 5 seconds. And then he will want to leave. All of those are guarantees. He's old though. About 13, maybe 14. Getting on to 14, I think. He was born in May of 2011? 2010? 2011. About 13. No. He was 2012. Yeah, no, it was May. So I got him for my birthday, but this my birthday is in August. It's a bit of an early. Still something. Not quite as late. So, it's another direction. Going right now. Doesn't this just lead me back outside? No, okay. It's this way. I'm pretty sure we got everything we need. Both of the fairies. Or both of the fairies, yes. I didn't want the bunny hood to be a permanent fixture, like equipment item thing. That's right, that's why we needed the green one to go. Just because it throws stuff in here. However, I'm not gonna complain. It's putting in work. So. Can I actually... Nope, it has to be. That is a shame. I wish it was more like Wind Waker and could switch between them. Alas, that will not be the case. That's not where I want to go. I want the special item. I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? Nope. Yep, I'm gonna need to refreeze that. Okay. I know there's nobody currently watching, but I'm gonna pose this question anyways, because I can write in the comments later. How was your Thanksgiving? Day is passed and a lot of festivities were had, so I guess my question is, what was your favorite thing that you ate this Thanksgiving? Mine was probably the turkey stuffing mashed potato combo. That's a classic. Love it every year. And then after turkey, it's like a dinner meat all that often. So getting Thanksgiving turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing and all that, a little bit of a treat. Don't have it every day. It gets old if you do. Anything else, but I think because it's like a specific time of year type food, it's a bit more special that way. Oh, nice. Okay. Where was that even to? I didn't get to read it. I just one of the dungeons. It's not this one. I don't have the compass. There's no map. And follow-up question to that. Again, write in the comments if you're watching this post live stream, which I think most of my viewers will. What are you looking forward to for Christmas? I'm particularly looking forward to some friends and family that I haven't seen all year, or a lot of the year, and spending time with those people. And of course, presents are always nice, but that's not what Christmas is really about. It's about sorry, I'm thinking right now. What am I missing? I'm not missing anything. Okay. It's about Jesus. He's handing a gift to us. And how we should do gifts to others. Right? I think then we go here. Yep. Follow the colored pipes. It's not that hard of a dungeon, people. What is that? Oh! That's helpful. That's handy. I'll take that. Nope. Now let's throw our... Come here, Camaro's mask. Excellent. There's something I'm missing here. Is it in one of the pots? I think so. No, there it is. There it is. Oh, this time it's an actual fairy. Okay. Just get to the spot. Mask on. Good. I forgot about that guy. I think there's 10 for each dungeon. So, I think that's our 9th woodfall. 8th woodfall. So we're missing 2. Do we have the dungeon key? We do. That's right, not 10, 15. There's 15 each. This has gotta be... I love this dungeon. Being honest about everything else to do with this, gotta be one of my least favorite bosses in the series, period, I think. I don't like it. Oh no, it's a big fish that we fight on dry land. I guess Majora's 3D makes it a little bit better, but still, even then, I'm not a huge fan of that version of the fight either. I wish they handled 3D a little bit better. The good changes they made are significantly better than this original style game. We want this. There were some positive Hurry. Oh, come on. It's 2 hearts of damage, too. Stupid fish. From its mouth. Gross. Is it gonna go? Yeah, okay. Where are you at? There's I think it was Seif Gaming. This did my first stuff. Fishy Boopkins. I think that's what he called them. The giant fish. Or Cheap Chips or something. It's been so long since I watched him. Peak 2015 content. I mean, every time they put out an update, he always had a video for something. I love that guy. Playing Mario Maker 2015 and on. I think up until 2019 when 2 came out. I think that's when 2 came out. Awesome. Very. Let's It's a woodball fairy too, I think. That should be our 9th. Still no remains. Still 0 remains. I probably shouldn't have randomized that. Just to make it easier on myself, but... There's another boss down. It's almost night. I'm pretty sure we get chest for lighting the arrows up. There we go. Or not? Okay. What else can we do? Oh. What? Why is there a scarecrow here? Legitimately. Let's hear it. Give me a song. Nice to meet you. I'm William. Please come to our concert in town. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, you came back safely. That's good. I was surprised when my voice turned that lonely island into a turtle. But that song you played for me, my mother used to sing it often, long ago. Those eggs were laid to remind me of her. That song was from when I was a very young child, so I forgot. I put you through some horrible experiences, Big Cow, but I'm all better now. Well, the town's concert is very soon. Let's start our rehearsal. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That's another thing that just popped in my head. I think... No. I think if we do have Romani's mask, so we could do Toto. But that doesn't open until 10, and we need to be at Romani Ranch at 2. Hi. I don't know what he wants. He just barked, so I opened my door. And he's not coming in. And now he is. Okay, whatever. I guess we could do... I think we could rescue Grandpa Goron. I don't know if we did anything on that necessarily, but we should get the lullaby beginning, I think. But I think we have to visit the sun first. Okay, well. Let's see if I can get that done. Rescue the Goron father, and then head over to the Oak Bar. Because I think Toto's night 1 or 2. I think it's both. If it's not both, then we'll just come back tomorrow. up tomorrow night. I don't know. Hello, welcome. It's good to have a friendly face. I know it's kind of inconvenient. People are probably still out traveling, but this, it's been. I know. I said in the description already, and I mentioned it at the very beginning. It's been a wild month for me, so I haven't even gotten my script for the video completely finished, and I still need to record stuff, background footage. It's been wild. Right now, we're just filling in time. Going to do the Romani side quest, but it doesn't start until 2. So I'm going to see if I can find our missing grandpa. I think I gotta talk to the kid first. We are 2 dungeons in, and still no remains to be found. So, I don't know. Just gotta keep looking. Blah blah blah. Once his father, his dad stuck in ice. Go free him. I don't think we have the swamp title gate, so that fairy we can't get yet. I wouldn't say we're running out of options, but we're very limited in our options right now. Pretty sure Gramps is here night 2 or night 1, but he might be near the village instead. Snapper. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Let's just shoot a flaming arrow at his foot. Wrong mask. There we go. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, it's already this late. I must hurry. No matter how long you follow me, it's not going to do you any good. I'm counting on you to take care of my son. Okay, well, that didn't really. Oh, back to the drawing board. What are you up to, huh? Stop going in and out of the room. Pick a side. Stay in or go out. One or the other. What do I have on the list? What can we do? We can't get into Stone Tower or Snowhead because we don't have either of the songs. Honey and Darling, we have to wait for the second day. We finished the Great Bay, so I'm going to check that off. Spearmaster and Icona, Romani and Crimea. We got the, we got Camaro's mask, so we could do that. Put on an impressive dance show. Thank you for teaching us those steps. You're a master. Master, you're so cool. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Nope. Nope, that's not. Okay, well, that works. Ah. A swad? Speed up time. Just to keep the 10. Get to 10 o'clock. So we can go to the milk bar. See what we can do. I don't think I've ever seen that dialogue. What are you staring at? Sounds like your show has been cancelled. You don't really need to be here anymore. I came to drink. I'm a customer. Well then, customer, the bar opens at 10 o'clock at night. Please wait till then, and besides that, this bar's for members only. Those without proof of membership will be refused entry. Well then, I don't need milk. I just want to sit and think for a while. Just give me a place to do that. Fine, be my guest. Why was he talking like he was saying something like Talon was speaking like he was the Bomber's Notebook? That's strange. I can't believe Super Mario would do that. I already asked the question for commenters earlier, but I'll ask it again. How was Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty uneventful. No family drama or anything, which isn't too surprising, but you know, sometimes something pops up. And then the other question I had was, what are you looking forward to for Christmas the most? Because that's our next holiday. We got a little ways off to go, but you know, universities are about 2 weeks. 2 weeks until vacation. I've got a week, and then finals. So I'm just waiting for that. Not particularly looking forward to finals, but you know, when is anybody looking forward to finals? I guess maybe if it's a movie. Nope. There we go. Remember, please come in. There he is. Let me talk. There we go, there we go, there we go. It's context sensitive, I guess. We were scheduled to do a show, but it got cancelled. This place has a reputation for being a great live venue, so it's a shame. I'd like to do a sound check, though. I just want to see what it would have been like. Hey, you. Can you help me with the performance? Okay, you play the ocarina, right? Go stand on the center spotlight. Okay, play your ocarina like this. Let's do it in order of unlocks, I guess. Okay, that feels good. But feeling good. That wretched senseless ragging. I'm not gonna read that every time, just that first time. Yummy performance. Okay, playing the pipes. The pipes, front to left. Front left. There we go. Okay, now play your pipes like this. What is it? How does he do that? We don't even have the elegy of emptiness yet. Okay, that feels good. On to the Goron drums. He gets the smallest spotlight. I always thought that was funny. There you go. One more to go. How does he not recognize that that is maybe Mikau? Everybody else in the Zora tribe thinks it's Mikau. There we go. Oops. Oops. I did it again. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I love that tune, and I wish it was extended a little more. Bravo! That was the best! That melody. That melody brings back so many memories. It's their old standby, Ballad of the Windfish. That's the song the members of the previous generation of the Indigogos made famous. I entered show business because I heard this song at the carnival a long time ago. By doing performances, I thought maybe I'd get to meet the singer of that song. That was just a one singer. The one you heard singing must have been the original Lulu, mother of the current lead singer, who's also named Lulu. So her daughter is singing now. Is that so? I'd like to hear that. I'm sorry I booed you. Please, take my mask. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just waiting for one of these goofy side quests to be the remains. Yeah, see, we don't have any of them right now, and that's a little bit of a problem. I'm thinking this is probably going to bleed into December, just because there's so much to check. There's so much to check. Especially considering that, I did randomize the remains. That was not my original intent, but I forgot to just check it off. So, yep, we're going to be looking in grottos for the remains of Ebola. Oh well. Quick aside, if your bit rate is really low, it looks like the stream's all pixely and gross looking. I don't know why it defaults to 720. It did on my browser at least when I'm watching. I guess I shouldn't say watching because I got the stream running the YouTube stream tab here, and the stream tab defaulted to 720p, but it runs fine in 1080. I think it's 1080. What do I have it at right now? Yeah, 1080. I don't know why it defaulted to 720, but you just change it. If it looks gross, it shouldn't affect anything. Well, looks good. Okay. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why it was defaulting to 720 on my computer, but it just did not want to work. No, it's still winning it. So right now we're hurting for the remains. How was my Thanksgiving? Fairly uneventful. Nothing really happened. It was crowded. We had a lot of people on one big table. Not a whole lot of family drama. That's always good. Not any, in fact. At least not on my mom's side of the family, because we didn't go visit my dad's this year. Yeah, it was. I wouldn't say it's quiet because I got a lot of younger cousins. It was a nice peaceful meal. I wouldn't say quiet, but I'd say peaceful. Packers won, so that was pretty nice. Yeah. What about you? What about you, Mega? Was your Thanksgiving restful? Was this a nice break from everything? Work or school or otherwise? It always feels too short, no matter what break, but I think that's a given just with breaks in general. Still had to work, but other than that, it was nice. That's good. That's good. I know a lot of people were working probably Friday, but like Wednesday, Friday today, and Sunday probably still. I think most companies should probably give Thursday and maybe Wednesday off. I am looking forward to some of the stuff in the theaters, though. I know Zootopia 2 came out recently, and that's pretty good. Tomorrow's your first day off all weekend? Dang. Man, that sucks. Oh. I'm lucky that my hours are pretty light. I work maximum of 8 during the week. I work in my university, so jobs are never that hard. I get little menial tasks to do. It's not horrible. I like it. Yeah. Zootopia 2 was apparently good. FNAF 2 is coming out. I'm excited for that one. I liked the first, but it wasn't a particularly good movie. Yeah, I thought it was fun, but it wasn't like a masterpiece or anything. Same with the Mario movie. I felt the same way about the Mario movie. Really good, but I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece. Yeah, it comes out on the 6th, and I know that off the top of my head because that's when I have a concert. So I don't get to watch it opening night. I have to go to a concert. Although, is that the Friday or is that the Saturday? Okay, that's the Saturday. I guess depends on when I get tickets. I could go to like an 11 o'clock showing or something. Stay up till 2 or 1 or whenever. Probably about 2-hour movie. It's light work. Although that next week, I probably shouldn't do that on a Sunday. I don't know if I'm singing in the choir that Sunday or not. If I am, then I can't. If I'm not, then yeah, whatever. You to watch it early, but that's just because you work at the movie theater. Yeah, I know. I know. You're lucky. You saw. I think you saw Fantastic Four First Steps early, right? I saw part of that, and I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I thought it was interesting. I missed the first bit where they go into space for the first time, so I missed how they actually like get hit with gamma radiation or whatever. I know that's the Hulk, but it's like a solar flare or something that hits the ship, and then they get the powers or something like that. I don't think there's anything else I could be doing other than waiting. Is it time slowed? I think it is. Seen the buckets for the FNAF movie? No. Let me look that up real quick. Hang on. I see concepts. I'm not seeing the buckets themselves, though. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I'd pay to see this movie. See, I'm seeing some concepts here. I think this is what they are, right? Or is that just is that the same person who designed the movie model pack? I think that's just 3D modeling stuff. Oh, that's cool. A big Freddy head face comes off, you can wear it as a mask. That's awesome. Let me search popcorn buckets. Yeah, I know. Still, I think just because they're not out yet. Cupcake cup and its eyes move. That's kind of cool too. Yeah, I might have to shill out some cash for this. That's kind of cool. These are from AMC. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. And then movable eyes. Mystery topper? Like a cake topper? What is that? That's cool. I like that. Especially the Toy Freddy. I think that's interesting. Ah, cup topper. Okay, okay. Alright. Return the flow of time to normal. That's why it was taking so long, because I slowed it down after leaving the milk bar. Oh, okay. The green diamond in the middle there, that means it's normal time, and if it's blue, that means it's slow time, I guess. Hang on, is she? I think it starts at 3. Like, she leaves the house at 2. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we go in. It's almost time. You take care of things outside, Grasshopper. If you have a map, watch your map carefully. Okay? Whatever happens, don't let them get to the barn. They'll come from behind the barn too, so watch out. If you run out of arrows, we have crates of them near the house to stock up when you need to. I might actually, I don't typically splurge on things that I'm not like super duper into. I like Five Nights at Freddy's, but I wouldn't say I'm like a huge fan or anything. I might actually buy one of those cups or popcorn buckets, because that's just fun. I think that's fun. Like, there's a couple expensive Zelda things I want to pick up. When I get a bit more of a liquid income, I can spend some more freely. There's some stuff for Call of Duty Zombies and Resident Evil that I want to pick up. There's replicas of like the Ray Gun Mark II that I think would be pretty cool to have on display. But they're like the Ray Gun and Ray Gun Mark II are like $200 each. It's like almost $300. So, yeah. Not right now, but in the future. I want to pick those up. Put those on display. There's this, regulars on the channel know this. I'm a huge Twilight Princess fan. There's this, first 4 figurine of Twilight Midna, the unbound form, the uncursed form. And her ponytail lights up. All those first 4 figure things typically light up. It's like her hair, and I think her like tattoos light up. And that's pretty cool. I want to pick that up. There's a Majora's Mask standee figurine thing that lights up too. I want to pick that up. That's like 100. The other one is like 1,000. The Vinda one, it's like 1,000. I don't have that kind of liquid cash right now, but eventually. Yeah. There's some really cool display stuff that I want to pick up, but I just don't have the budget for it. I mean, of course, there's those rare games too. I don't know if you know anything about retro games, but stuff like Silent Hill. Oh my goodness, it's criminal how expensive those games get. We did it. We won. Thank you. Thanks to you, the cats are giving thanks too. Here's Romani's thanks. When you drink it, put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp like we do here at the range. It's almost time for my sister to get up, so I'll have to get back to bed. See you later, little hero. Awesome. Just what I needed. Alright, let me pull up... Talking about retro game prices, let me pull up price charting. I don't have any games connected to this. You can like input your games, and it'll give you updates on how much they're going for. This is complete in box. This isn't even like unsealed. This would be unsealed. 151, 256, 414, 169. Yeah, it's Silent Hill Origins, 166. On Xbox, a little cheaper, but you know, you're not getting quite the same experience. Greatest Hits, still 160. That's even more expensive than the original. The remake you can actually get used for pretty cheap, I guess. I mean, because it's new. 93 for Silent Hill 3, which isn't, I guess that's PAL, but you know. Yeah, there's NTSC. And then, oh my goodness, I really want to play this game, but, the complete in box price, $400. Hell no. Oh, it just sucks. It sucks. You know. Yeah, it's crazy. Brendan showed me these a few times since he had collect vintage games. Yeah, it gets expensive fast, especially if you're looking for more obscure stuff. This is complete in box platinum. That is a loose cartridge, 121 for a loose cartridge. Deadly Silence, 117. That's a DS game. So is Platinum, but that's a DS game, right? It's just how does this happen? Um, which one am I thinking of? Crystal, Game Boy, 374. That's not. There it is, 700. Yeah, that's even worse. 145, and that's typically with Game Boy games, you're gonna find them more expensive, especially considering a lot of kids bought the Game Boy games and they just throw out um, the cardboard boxes. Yeah, yeah, that's my reaction too. Like that is keep in mind that is complete. That's with the manual and the cardboard box and yada yada, all that stuff. Um, yeah, not to mention even some of these cards. This Celebi from which set is this? Can I even zoom in? Not really. Okay. But needless to say, it's probably one of the original sets. Stuff gets crazy. It sucks being a collector sometimes. I think the most expensive game I own currently, I'd have to check prices. Heart Gold, Pokewalker version. I do have it CIB, so that'd be going for, not with the big box. So 349. That's probably going for, if I didn't have the big box. Well, no, because here's the big box version. And that's PAL. I do have the original casing, so yeah, probably 349. The Chrono Trigger on DS, I know is going for a lot. Not as much, 114. Even the first print, that's not going for too much. The 64 game, or not 64, Super Nintendo is going for even more. I don't have that. I don't think I'll ever get that on Super Nintendo. And then, what's the name of it? Radiant Dawn, I think is going for, yeah, still 100-ish. So yeah, definitely Hard Gold is my most expensive. And I've had that game for... How long have I owned that? 13 years, I want to say. Maybe 14. And it's made all the more valuable because I activated the cute charm glitch, so every Pokemon I encounter that can be male or female, as long as I have a cute charm ability Pokemon at the front of my party, has like I think it's 1 in 15 chance of being shiny. It's always a female. It's always a shiny female because of the way the cute charm works. But it's a shiny. I don't really care. The other dude gave 2 of Honey and Garlic. You want to get Heart Gold since just recently started getting into Pokemon and saw the price. Yeah, it's not worth it. Just emulate it. I don't typically say that because I am a physical media like diehard. I will always vouch for buying the game physically. Especially when it comes to emulation, I will not emulate something unless I own the game. I own Majora's Mask, which is why I'm running the emulator on my PC, because I already own the game. I've paid Nintendo money for the game, technically speaking. But for stuff like those early Pokemon games, it's just not worth it if you're not collecting them. I mean, if you're playing them, sure, whatever. I still think that there's some merit to that. But if you're not gonna be collecting the whole series, it's just not worth it. You know, it's like I've got some. Let me grab them off my shelf quick. Hang on. That's not Resident Evil. That's Ace Combat. There we go. If you joined for Halloween, you know that I have some pretty obscure Resident Evil stuff. 2 on 64, that's pretty obscure. Didn't cost a lot, but if you're not a fan, you're not really going to go out of your way to get it, really. And then some of the rarer stuff that is more expensive, like the original Resi 3. 2-disc set. This does have the Dino Crisis demo with it, which is another obscure game that I want to get. But, you know, $90, whatever. And then side game, decently obscure, you know. It's not really worth it if you're not gonna play them, collect them, etc. My opinion, at least. Like you could buy Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, the originals, off of GOG, GOG.com, for like $10 each. So if your intent is to just play it, that's the easiest. And then there's stuff. Oh my gosh, the Dragon Quest games. Most of the only way to play them on like an English translation of those. I think 1, 2, and 3 were all on NES. 8 was on PS2. 11 was on modern consoles. 10 was on Wii. And then everything else was on DS. Basically, everything else was on DS. Because Super Nintendo 4 was on Famicom, Super Famicom, and I don't think it ever released in the West on Super Nintendo. And everything after that, up until 7 and 8, all DS remakes. Later down the line, all of them are like $90 each. It's just, I want to play them, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth the price. If I ever find them at cheaper value, then I probably will. But chances are low that I'm going to be finding them at a cheaper value. No. Wait. No. There you go. I think I needed to be in front of it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the way that this side quest works, if I'm remembering correctly, you have to play the same song as each of the different transformations. I think? Maybe. Might not be. So the mountain. No, it's got to be the same transformation, I think. Yeah. You'd think it'd be the transformation and song based off the region, but no. Nope. Nope. Not at all. I think at 6 o'clock? I think it's 6. Is when Premia takes her shipment of Romani milk, Chateau Romani, to town. And that's another opportunity for us to get an item check. Hopefully. We could probably finish Ikana Castle. That's a mini dungeon. I think we could probably finish that. We have fire arrows and ice arrows, so everything should be open there. I don't think we have a warp spot there though, so that's a bit of a problem. Not like we can't just get in a different way, but where's this last one? I think it's here? Yep, okay. I'm just gonna ignore him. There we go. Is that all 10? I don't think there's 15 in Woodfall. I think there's only 10. I don't remember. What boss keys do we have? Okay, so we're missing Snowhead and Great Bay. Not Great Bay, Stone Tower anyways. So... I probably should have put it on Key Ring instead of individual keys, because I think we're going to be missing a lot from Stone Tower. It's not even guaranteed that we have to finish that dungeon if we can find all the rings without having to do that. I said this at the beginning of the stream as well. I'm gonna state it again. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for December, at least the first week or so, whatever. If Elisa the Parting drops, that is what I'm going to be playing. Period. End of story. I'm going to be playing Elisa the Parting. I have been waiting... how many years now? It's 2025, so at least 2 years for that game. No... I thought it was still normal. There we go. We played. There we go. Okay. I have been on the edge of my seat for at least the Parting since, like I said, 2023. Wait, what button is it? Okay. I think it came out 21, the original. Pretty sure it was 21. It was originally slated for 2019, I think? I think it was 2019. It ran into a bunch of COVID delays. So... Uh-oh. Awesome. There goes 20 rupees. I think Elisa might be my favorite minigame. Not counting Shovel Knight, maybe. Because the Shovel Knight's just on a whole nother level. I mean, they went above and beyond for Shovel Knight. They got Jake friggin' Kaufman to do the soundtrack. If you don't know who that is, he did the soundtrack for Shantae on Game Boy. He is one of the greatest composers to ever composed for video games. Like, that is something serious. They were locked in. Yacht Club. I also really like the Blaster Master Zero trilogy. Oh yeah, we already got this reward, I think. I really like the Blaster Master Zero trilogy, but the end, like the secret boss fight at the end of 3. No, I guess not boss fight, but the secret ending, it does involve a boss fight, but it's not just a boss fight. It's like an additional area on top of what was already there. Holy crap, is it difficult. Uh-oh. Why is my bitrate so bad? Output. Please, OBS. Are you over there now? Stay on my other monitor. Okay, it looks like it's fine now. Oh, jeez. Okay. Rest of Great Bay. Can check out Grandpa Goron. Gorman Race. Honey and Darling we did. We need the captain's hat. We don't have it. Let me... Should we do some racing, or should we go to the Land of the Dead? I don't know. What do you think? Racing or death? I'm leaning towards death, because I just don't like racing controls in the 64 games, but that might be easier to just check off the list. I think I'm gonna do the racing first. Yeah. Yeah. Where's my horse? There she is. Is that pathetic thing your horse? I would have guessed that little thing was a mule for sure. Ain't that right, little brother? Do you think a horse that pathetic would gallop if you pushed forward? Or would it run faster if you pressed A? This guy's funny. Why don't you give us 10 rupees for the chance to race against us? If you win, we'll give you something nice, kid. I'm just waiting for one of these stupid little mini games or mask side quests to have a boss remains. You know, they're just holding on to Gjord's remains or something. Odola. God. It'd be so funny. I want that. I want this to happen. Stop bumping into me. It's not very kind. Although these guys aren't kind anyway, so... Nope, and now I lose. Okay. I didn't have enough speed. Try again. Typically we'd get the Garo mask from this, but we already have it, so we're holding on to something else. We want to conserve our carrots as much as possible. See, jank like that, running into the sign, not the sign, the fencing there, sometimes just stops your momentum completely. They fixed it in the 3DS. Both not 64, both Majora's 3D and Ocarina 3D, they fix it. But it's a momentum killer. I think it's the same for if you run into one of the gremlins. It just completely kills any momentum you had. Come on, go! Oh! Nice. I can't believe we lost! Big bro, if we can, I wonder if we could give this to that guy. Whatever. We gotta give him something. Well, he's a kid, so what could he do with it? Should be fine. In exchange, you can't tell anyone where you got this. You rub the Gorman brothers' noses in it. This is added to your notebook. Okay. They bribed me to not tell anyone. They gave me my money back. We could do the Oceanside Spider House too. I don't think the tokens are randomized. I think I kept those non-randomized so that everything is self-contained in this Spider House. But there's an additional side quest with the Skull Children that would get us normally a peaceful part. But could potentially do this. And I think we have to do that quest before the second day. Or before the end of the second day. I think third day he just gives you money. Although, is it potentially 2 checks? I'm not sure how it works. Because I've never done things out of order. Not that. You cannot ride a horse as a Goron, you'll crush it. That's actually legitimately what Tattle says. Okay. There we go. Let me pull the mask out. Something, blah blah blah, serves the damned, something like that. Doom to listen to Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, and Taylor Swift for the rest of their lives or something. Come on. Cursed to never hear another ABBA song in his life. Okay. No more spitting rocks. It's not fair to the other kids. You're not allowed to have rocks. I would actually be interested in doing. I finished. Trigger Conroy did a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. And I finished watching that. Gosh, how many weeks ago was that now? I mean, he had his post game like fun fact video he put out I think yesterday, 2 days ago. But I finished watching that series. Really good. If you're not into Let's Plays, I would highly recommend Trigger Conroy because he makes it really entertaining. He does a lot of research around the game. If you haven't seen at least an episode of, I haven't watched a full series of it myself, but if you haven't at least seen an episode of his Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, I think he did Black and White and Black 2 and White 2. The amount of research he put into that, I think he actually, based on a bunch of the research he did, he actually corrected a whole lot of stuff that was in the Pokemon Wiki that was wrong. Just by naturally researching for that video or for that series, and it's crazy. But I would be happy to do Kingdom Hearts on the channel at some point. That game is just so much fun. It's entertaining to watch. I think that was the best part about his Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts. Is it's just fun to watch. It's just a fun game to watch. There's a lot of cool tech that you can do, and there's cinematic bosses, and combining Disney with Final Fantasy is just so bizarre, but it works. You know, I like it. I really like the Winnie the Pooh world, the 100 Acre Woods. It's just so charming. It's such a charming series, and then it gets complicated fast. I'm missing something here, aren't I? Which one of these spots is clear for takeoff? Ooh. Oops. I wasn't fast enough. I'm actually losing life, I think. That's not good. You see the sword being on X. No, it's not on X, and I'm messing stuff up. Go. Grab onto the... I guess I could just wait for it to... or not. Oh. Okay. I mean, I guess that works. I don't know how it works, but I'm gonna question it. Zelda magic or something. The Deku Scrub has a strong noggin or something like that, I don't know. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is invisibility room. There's invisible floors and stuff, and we don't have the hour or the Bones of Truth. I don't know why I almost said hourglass, but I think this has invisible. No, maybe not. I think that might be Stone Tower. I think Stone Tower has the invisible floors. We do need a powder keg, I remember that. And we don't have one currently. Yeah, there are invisible floors, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to go this way because we don't have one. I think that leads up to the roof where we need the powder keg and we don't currently have it. It'd be great if we could find a warp point for somewhere up here in Akana. Stone Tower would not be ideal as of right now, but it would be good for later. Yeah, okay, this is a problem. Alright. I forgot we can't actually go into that second until we do blow up that spot with the powder keg, so... Oops, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay. Nope. Yep. Let's buy a new one. See, I'm running out of places. My mind is drawing blanks. There's a lot of grottos. They just have, typically, they just have 20 rupees or whatever. But yes, they could have anything. They could have the light arrows for all we know. That's not helpful. Pick it off. There we go. No more mask. I'm not going to be gone for much longer. So I do. Typically, I'd go to church in the evenings, but we kind of got snowed in. They were forecasting this bad winter weather since August, and lo and behold, here it is. Right there, that circle of rocks, that's another mask we can't check off the list because we don't have the Lens of Truth. And we kind of need the Lens of Truth for a few things, so... well, just have to wait. I hate demi-gorons, so not fun to deal with. It's Sakan. Sakan these nuts. I don't like this guy. Hey, that's a nice sword you have. You know, lately, frightening ghosts have been appearing in swarms in a kind of village across the river. It seems the ghosts have become as well a family or something. There's no one living there anymore, so I moved nearby. And now there's only a curious parent and child living there while they research the ghosts. Did I mention this one nice sword? Can I see it for a second? No. Oh, fine. I don't actually know what happens. I've never given him a sword. I don't trust him. And neither should you. He's a crook. He is the one that stole Kaifei's sun mask. But, of course, we're not at that point in the game yet. We don't even have Kaifei's mask to begin the search for the sun mask. We do have the item that you get at the end of the side quest. Not the couple's mask, but the last trade that you need. Mama's letter that you can either hand to the postman and you'll get the postman's hat, or you can hand to Mama directly and she will give you a bottle of Chateau Romani. We were able to get the postman's hat checked, but because we didn't have the Kaifei mask, we could not hand the letter to Mama ourselves. Because that was one of the checks for it, is that you need to talk to her with a mask on. And then you can hand it to her. With my new knowledge, we shall let the ceiling drop. I'll just do that. I don't remember that being a thing, but take it. I will say, new games are on my mind all the time, new stuff coming out. Pokemon Legends ZA, I knew it was going to be as bad as people are saying it is, when they announced in the most recent Direct that there's a $30 DLC coming out before the game is released. And lo and behold, it's Lumio City. And that's it. I know they announced that months in advance, almost like a year ago, I think. It's still inexcusable, in my opinion. And I was talking to one of my buddies yesterday. He said that they had a roadmap already set out for, like, Pokemon Company's roadmap was leaked. So all their stuff for 2026 and onward has been leaked. I still think they've got another DLC for Legend ZA up their sleeves that is Explore Wider Kalos. No. unacceptable. I know some people are still going to go to bat for Nintendo, go defend Nintendo. I don't think it's acceptable what they're doing. Or rather, Pokemon Company. Nintendo as well, yes, but specifically in this context, it would be TPC and not Nintendo. I love Pokemon, but this is just unacceptable. A fairy. Well, I'm not going to bother with it if it's just a fairy. It's not even a great fairy, that is just literally a fairy. Like the one that we find in the pot to heal our health. Yeah. Am I missing something? No, I'm not. Actually, I don't think I need to do that. I will, but not now. What's that? What does that do? Ah, yeah, okay. Yes. So we can just do that. Awesome, our first check, and it's a fairy. We don't want to get attacked by those guys. Yeah, those four masters just get bigger if they grab on, so we can get rid of them as soon as possible. This is a decent place to farm. Honestly, I haven't been a huge fan of Nintendo. With how Nintendo's been pricing things, they haven't always been expensive, but it's just been getting worse these past few years. Yeah, I completely agree. If you had asked me a year ago, probably longer than that. If you had asked me, I think probably 5. Early Switch. I think that's probably a safe estimate. I would have said, yeah, I'm a Nintendo fan. I'm not comfortable saying it. And that sounds stupid saying I'm not comfortable saying it. So I'm going to correct myself. I'm not confident in saying that. I'm not okay with saying that. Once upon a time, I would say, yes, I'm a Nintendo fan. But it's too much. They've just hurt the consumers so much over the past 2 years, especially the Switch 2 announcement and the pricing on it. It's just, it feels like a betrayal. Because it felt like they were one of the last bastions of hope. You know, Sony started going towards like marketing towards the most marketable, like most convenient people, most marketable people. They were starting to shift towards like political ideology and stuff instead of just games. Same with Xbox. I mean, Xbox is not necessarily political ideologies. Microsoft, they themselves, yes, but not. I don't think Xbox. But they were definitely leaning heavily on their Game Pass, and now Game Pass sucks. And Nintendo felt like kind of the last beacon of hope, and that beacon of hope, I think, has been transferred, and most people, I think, would agree with this. That beacon of hope has been transferred to like indie devs and some third-party, like AAA third-party companies like Sega, and I would say Capcom too, even though some Capcom stuff as of recent has been meh. Most of their stuff has been good. I'm a little nervous for Resident Evil Requiem. If they make it like, I think there are some people complaining that, what's her name? Alyssa Ashcroft? The newest Ashcroft. What's her name? Resident Evil Requiem Ashcroft. Because I think her mother was Grace, yeah. Grace Ashcroft is the new character. Who I wasn't thrilled that they were bringing in a character who wasn't from the mainline series, but after playing Resident Evil Dead Aim, I was like, make it Bruce. I want to see Bruce again. Bruce is canonically Leon's best friend. I want to see Bruce again. It's unfortunate we don't have the captain's head to see the little Easter egg-ish thing here, but it is what it is. After thinking about it, I'm glad that they're picking a character who isn't like Leon or Claire or somebody super well known. I think it's good to give those lesser known characters a spotlight. Oh, insolent one who has brought the unthinkable into a land as dark as Ikana. My servants have fallen namelessly before the light that guides you. However, the darkness in which my servants live is after all fleeting. You shall see with your own eyes. Just what kind of thing true darkness really is. I think this is Redditor dialogue. It's either Redditor or Kingdom Hearts. I like when he does the thumbnail, the YouTube thumbnail pose. It's good that we got the Great Fairy Sword for this there. It makes this part a little harder. You gotta help out out the way. Something about something. I don't remember what it was now. Here. Oh, come on. You just gotta run away from space and grab some spits elemental stuff like that. That's why all this gaming stuff, that's why I'm so locked in with Casper Crow's and Elisa, and Crow Country too, I would say. Crow Country to an extent. I don't think it was as good as Elisa. I still like Elisa more. But I will say that Crow Country that was a fantastic game. Awesome! That's great. Blue potion refill. Excuse me. No elegy. Alright, you know what? Oh, it's maxed out. I can't let rupees go to waste. I think the only thing we can do from here... I mean, Crimea. We gotta do Crimea stuff. Sure. It's a max heal and a energy refill, a magic refill. So I think the only thing we can do is Crimea. We can do this, I think. What kind of kingdom was founded on this land, stained with a history of darkness, drenched in blood? Even now, it is a place where troubled, regretful spirits gather. If you are seeking the one who is stronger than you are, you may find a snowhead stray fairy here. For a group of spirits plagued by lingering regrets. You have faith in your skills and might, then Try saving these wandering spirits. But the earthly price you must pay is 30 rupees. It's just a snowhead straight fairy. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe come back to this. Snowhead straight fairy. Oh. That is, talking about third-party companies and looking at this on my desk. I am a big Persona fan. Persona 4 is my favorite RPG. But the amount of stuff that Atlus has done in collaboration or as offshoots of Persona 5, I think is downright diabolical. Like, 4 has had, I think, one technical side game. 3 has had basically nothing. 1 and 2 are neglected. And from what I hear, 1 and 2 are not that great anyways. People are running a 1 and 2 remake instead of 4 remake. Which, by the way, I don't think we've gotten any news on since, like, early summer. And that makes me mad. These are just... Yeah, these are just actual hints from the game. These aren't... Okay. People were complaining that it was Persona 4 remake. But... even though it's my favorite RPG at the time, still, the dungeon design is not good. Something blue that bestows health. Oh, I just had it. I should have just. I thought that's what we needed. Should have just given it to me. Something delicious to chomp on that sprouts some water. Don't have beans either. Blue potion can only be bought after finding a mushroom in the woods, and we don't have the Mask of Sense, so that's a room that we can't check off. Okay. Unless we can buy blue potion elsewhere. I don't think we can. Maybe the Deku salesman at the bottom of the cliff sells it. Let me check the Bomber's Notebook to see when Crimea needs me. Is it 3? It might be 4. I'm gonna check the Deku salesman, and then we're gonna head back to the Romani range, I think. But yeah, what I was saying about the dungeon design 4, it's all procedurally generated like it was in 3 and 2 and 1. So it's the same layout, but there's like random enemy placement and random items and stuff that you can find. It's, you know, it's interesting. I wouldn't say it's particularly good. Silver rupee for 100 rupees. No, I forgot that those were randomized too. Persona 5's dungeons, each being based off a character, a villain, and having their own design, theming, boss fights, and whatever. I know the boss fights are standard, but whatever. Blew me out of the water compared to 4. I love 4. I still love it more than 5. I think 4's character building is so much better than 5's. But the dungeons in 5 are just so good. Genuinely, they're really good dungeons. If they can manage to make those dungeons... the theming of them were pretty good. Pretty on point. Oh my. Hello. Romani's going to take milk to Clocktown, too. You're looking after the place. Cows would be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going by wagon into town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving at about 6 o'clock this evening, so you can join me if you'd like. Okay, we got a little bit of time. so I'm gonna go. That's okay. We're in the building. The theming that they had for a majority of those dungeons, I think, is very good. There's a couple dungeon themes in 4th that I thought were just straight up booty cheeks. It was just bad, you know. It was one of the final secret dungeons in Golden. It's just not great. The song was cool, but the dungeon itself was just kind of bland. And it felt a lot less climactic compared to the final dungeon in 4, like the original 4 on PS2. Because they did add stuff into Persona 4 Golden, including a new character with a new, not confidant, that's 5. What's the friendship thing? I don't know what it's called exactly. It's been too long since I've actually played the game. Blah blah blah, or chamber. I think it's this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. But the final dungeon in 4, the original 4, the song, the theming of the dungeon, it's just, it all works so well. And then taking that, you get 2 extra dungeons in Golden if you do everything right. If you do all the side quests and stuff, and accept the new characters' special heart thing. Okay, let's get caught, because that is the wrong direction. I'm not complaining about more content. I do like the new character a little bit. I don't think she's completely one note, but she is kind of boring compared to like the party members or some of the villains that you face. But the second to last dungeon I think is fine. You know, it's not as fun as the other dungeons because it's got a gimmick that removes like all of your equipment and stuff, and you kind of have to go through it with bare bones. It's not horrible, but it's not ideal. Although I guess the final secret dungeon was also in the original. I just think the final dungeon in Persona 4 doesn't feel as climactic as the penultimate one. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame that I feel that way. Because the lead up to the main villain is so good. And then the revealing who it is, why they did it, and further the dungeon theming. Like I was saying, dungeon theming for that penultimate dungeon is just immaculate. Oh my goodness, it's so good. And the song in it, it's so perfect. And then you get to the secret dungeon, and it's kind of like, thanks. I like playing this game, but why is this so poorly done? Why is this here, essentially? You know, it's such a shame. It's such a shame that it kind of, instead of leaving with a big bang, it kind of fizzles out with a sneeze. Leaving about 6. Okay. I haven't beaten Persona 5 yet. I'm still working on it. I should have probably beaten it months ago, but other stuff got in the way. And I'm gonna test something out. I've been told that if you wear the Gorman mask, the one that cries on the wagon, that the Gorman brothers don't actually chase you. because they're too busy being distracted by seeing their brother cry. So I'm gonna test that out. I do like the tears. I think the tears are fun. It's like an anime. You know, when one of the characters says, "I don't love you," or whatever, and she's running away, or he's running away. But yeah, the climax of Persona 4 just, or not the climax, rather. The climax is really good. Like the main villain, like I've been saying, the main villain, figuring out who it was, and the subsequent dungeon, so good, just really, really good. It's just the secret, true hidden boss. It's just. It detracts. I think it detracts from the overall experience, unless they can find a way to further. Because there's so many extra things you have to know in order to get to, that final secret boss, and it just doesn't feel natural. Oh, good evening. I'm going to town now to deliver milk. Would you like a bag? It just doesn't feel natural, you know. That's great. Tonight I'm kind of lonely. I welcome company. I guess it's been a while now since my father died. I'm trying to take care of the ranch, but things have been getting unstable. The cows are always bothering me. These vessels, I'm finding broken bottles everywhere. Who's doing that, I wonder? My sister Amani's been worried too. She's practicing using both. She says it's stop the ghosts. Say, what the town folks are saying about the moon? It is getting bigger, isn't it? I think that's what she said. In town, I have a friend. Her name's Anju. Anju. The day after tomorrow is her wedding. Wonderful. Oh, that thing. I think we can go to Skull Kid to see where the remains are. If we go up there, it'll tell us which where we need to go to find the remains. But I don't want to do that until I've run out of checks. What? Road. Boy, get your bow ready. Taking a shortcut through ugly country. First Milk Road is blocked by a boulder. Now, we have to take this detour through ugly country. You ready, boy? I'm going to try to get us through here as fast as I can. If any pursuers come from behind, chase them off with your arrows. Maybe after my cargo of milk bottles. You understand? Of course. Thanks. I'm relying on you. If we can get through here, I'll have a big thanks for you. Let's see if it's true. They can attack. Kind of. Nope. I think they're just stuck. I think I was right. I think they're messing us. The only stipulation is that if you do this the second time and you end up getting the husband at the end, it's pretty stupid in the woman mask. But luckily we didn't have husbands. Mr. Bartender was happy to get his first delivery in quite a while. Thank you. You were pretty cool. This isn't very big, but accept my thanks. Nope, it's not very big. Yeah. So that's that taken care of, and the Gorman race. What else do I have? There's not a whole lot left to do. We could try Ocean Spider House, I guess. Oh, but it's night of day 2. Well, if we do it fast. I think we could probably get Ocean Side done before the dawn of the second day, or dawn of the third day. And then I might want to actually check. I might actually want to check Majora, see where the remains are, because that's really our only hurdle. Since we don't actually have to finish the dungeons. If I can find all 4 remains and just get those tomorrow, we could actually finish the game. I don't know if it gives us the location of the the deity mask, the fierce deity mask. Is it? We'll see. We were missing something for Pirate's Fortress. I think it was the Goron mask, but since we got it, we should be fine. There we go. I love this mini dungeon. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like home. It's not like super cozy or anything. It's this hostile spider house, but you know, it's secluded. It's nice. It's probably warm in here. It's a good spot to avoid an apocalypse, which is exactly what the guy that we eventually sell this place to is thinking. A little bit of a dark fun fact, yeah. The fact that Link sells this guy to a dude who's just trying to avoid getting crushed by the moon. It's a little morbid, but... I think for checks that are just rupees normally, like the potential second Romani or Crimea escort, I think that might just be the rubies, honestly. Come on. There we go. I'll probably do this and then Honey and Darling. Let me see. There's some of the rafters, I'm pretty sure. Go back. I don't know why that web was there, but it's a boa. Yeah, I know I mentioned this before, but it's worth saying again. If you pull out the magic arrow without actually shooting it off, it still costs magic. For some reason. Needs more fire. Ouch. 20 more to go. There's always 30 in these places. There's a couple up here. There's one. There we go. I think we got everything in this room, so let's move to the library. Unfortunately, we don't have the captain's key, so we can't talk to these guys properly. I think there's only one additional check in here, in this place, not this room. And that would be a heart piece check, technically. But for us, it would be anything, I suppose. I guess the proper grammar would be and anything. Right? Already halfway there. So there's an audio clue. I don't know if I mentioned this when we did the swamp spider house. When you hear the room silent, when you don't hear the crawling around of the spiders anymore, then you know you've gotten all of them. Okay, well that's not helpful. The additional heart piece. Come on. Okay, I'm taking this off. This is detrimental. The additional heart piece in the 3DS remake, each of the skull children. That's not a skull child. That's a skull child. A skull kid. Whatever. They would give you card suits. It's like Diamond Spade cards. And Peanut Butter Gamer, back in 2019, played through Majora's Mask 3D. And I watched that playthrough so many times, falling asleep to it or otherwise, just watching it for fun. I've watched it so many times that I've memorized the order for the 3DS version being Diamond Spade, Heart Club, Spade Club, if I'm remembering correctly. That is not the case for this game. It's a different pattern. 19. Like the $1 Fortnite card. As the wise philosopher, power guy once said. Okay, 2 more rooms, and we're gonna save my favorite for last. Not this one. This one's not my favorite, so we're gonna... Sorry, fellas. And because we can't talk to these guys, and I'm not gonna mess around, I'm just gonna look up the order to make sure I had it right. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Punch it. Yeah, there we go. Get our fire arrows back out here. I think those are the only two webs to put. And you don't actually have to go into that additional room with the heart piece chest. However, we will be because it's a check and we kind of need those. So I think one of these is, yeah. I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me double check. Let me just search it. Piece of heart. Sculptulas. I don't need the sculptulas. I want the... piece of heart puzzle. We must shoot if done correctly. That doesn't give me the order though. I want the order. Oceanside Spider House Guide. Sure. Preparation, navigating. This looks like the 3DS version. Library. Storage room, dining room. Is it randomized? It might be randomized. I think it might be randomized. So we're gonna have to come back for this piece of heart when we get the captain's hat. No biggie. P-O-H, piece of heart. Alright, that's not too bad, I guess. One last room, and it's my favorite room in the house. The worst room in the house, my art gallery. No, it's the storage room. I like this room so much because in the 3DS remake, only, it's hard to tell what these are, these could be canoes or whatever, they are sarcophagi, sarcophaguses, where you put dead people. And I just find that really cool. I don't know why. I think it's cool. It adds to the lore of the place, and it makes you wonder why do they have sarcophaguses in the first place in a place like this. Who died? Who are they keeping down? Or who are they preparing to bury or something? Whatever. Hey. I think for the giant swallow, which would be what we usually do, you have to just complete it in a full day cycle, and so we're fine. It's not even the end of day 2, so I think we're okay. Climb up here. I think this is where we go. Our last Skulltula is up in the rafters. There we go. Curse is now lifted, so we can go talk to our guy. And then I'll do Honey and Darling, and then we'll call it a night. Yes. Maybe talk to the Skull Kid. Find out what his remains are, so we can actually progress towards something tomorrow. Fingers crossed it's tomorrow. I had no idea there was a basement here. Did you find this place? I beg you, let me have this place. Not for free, of course. I hope this will do. My life fortune. If you'll let me have this place for that much, it'll be worth it. Well, the need for rupees will soon be gone. Okay, so yeah, we need to do the spider house again. It has to be first day, I think. And again, need captain's hat, CH. For wallet check. Running out of space to write. So yeah, we'll have to do that again for the wallet check. Oh well. I think it has to be first day. That's a shame. Oh, that's right, I had the advanced thing. The one like 3DS. Nice. Because 3DS lets you choose precisely. I don't know why they didn't have that in the original. It seems like something they could easily have put in. But... oh. Maybe I'm just being a snot. It's not really that easy. Looks like we have a visitor. I think we already got this reward too. But you get something for doing all 3 days. So. That hurts. I think we lost like 10 seconds or something. So, for enough time. Come on. There we go. Nice. Honey, he got a perfect score 3 days in a row. This is all we have left to give him, honey. I wonder, are we truly happy? What did I say? What did I say? What are these stupid side quests is gonna have the remains of a boss, and Honey and Darling had Georg. I was right. I was 100,000% right. Feels good, man. Feels good. Finally got something checked off our list of neat to-dos. Let's see, let's skip to 11. Oh wait, we should probably give the bank lady our money, I think. $491. Come back when you saved up a bunch, okay? I think she gives you money if you save up 5,000, but it's like 20 rupees or something. I don't think it's an item check. I think it's just, Yay, it's open. I think this might be our first time viewing the cutscene, actually. Nice. Okay. That is a fairy. Sis! Ah, Tail, we've been looking for you two. Hey, Skull Kid, what if you get that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the four who are there, bring them here. Slap. Don't speak out of that stupid fairy. No, what are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, do you think you're our friend after that? Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, you wouldn't be able to handle me. Just think about you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. I thought that we were supposed to get a hint at where this stuff was, but maybe not. Maybe it's because it's our first time visiting. Woodfall. That's not good. Okay. That's it for the night. Wait, you still haven't solved the problem with the swamp at Woodfall. Yes, I have. Well, whatever. Nope, wrong. There we go. Now I'm tapped in. Quit. And I'll close that, and I will turn that on. I'm gonna move this back over here because for some reason it's still over there. There we go. Music on. Lovely winter day. It was beautiful. I was shoveling snow this evening. And snowfall is still pretty strong here. I don't know if it's stopped yet or not, but it was coming down hard, big flakes, beautiful. I think that's all from me. I will tune in. I will try to stream tomorrow. We'll see how busy my schedule gets. I got some stuff I need to do. I've got some stuff I'd like to do. I might be spending some time with family in the afternoon. We'll see. So be ready for my stream, I guess. I don't know. If you're wanting to watch, I will probably, hopefully, stream tomorrow and see if we can get some of this stuff checked off our list as well. Beat the game. I think that's all for me. Like I said, the only thing that can interrupt this is if Elisa the Parting suddenly comes out tomorrow, or if we don't finish tomorrow, like December 1st or 2nd or whatever. Yeah, that's it. So thank you all for stopping by, tuning in. God bless. Sorry. Good morning, good evening, good night, and God bless. So I will see you tomorrow or later. Hopefully we can get this finished tomorrow, because then it'll be done for Zelda Month. See you all later. Bye-bye.